How the heck are you? Welcome to the show this morning. It is Fri-YAY, June 24th, 2022. And don't think we're going to get any more Fridays, so you better make the most of this one. We'll help you do that in just 1 minute.
Seconds.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
How dare you!
Welcome to NEVERMIND the Furthermore, your morning dose of creative conversation and coffee with your host, Brian K. Morris, independent publisher, freelance hybrid author, award-winning playwright, Facebook famous YouTuber, and former mortician's assistant. Get ready to start your day off right.
And good evening, everyone, or rather good morning. I don't know what time it is anymore. I'm just here all the time. Anyway, I'm Brian K. Morris, and I hope you're having a great Friday. We're going to have fun today. We are going to have fun until 11, at which point you're to go over to Ragin' 2 and see my friends, Nita and Daphne. Had to get coffee. Stay hydrated, so to speak. But anyway, we're going to spend an hour with you and hope we can make your morning go, and maybe even a little more, go a little better. Programming note. I will not be on Monday or Wednesday's program, but that doesn't mean there isn't going to be a program. My collar is all buttoned up. What the hell? There we go. That's more like it. Oh, blessed relief. Anyway, Princess and the Pea here. Anyway, Monday and Wednesday, due to I've got something personal going on. I will not be able to do the show on Wednesday and Monday and Wednesday. This coming Monday and Wednesday. But would I leave you in the lurch? No, I would not. I would make the show better by my absence. And the way to do that is to put Nicholas Anthony Tockard in the driver's seat, and he'll be accompanied by the great Carl Witzman. And those two are going to give you some really classic entertainment. Those of you who know the show know both those gentlemen. Know they're a great pair. And also week and a half, Nick will be taking over the show permanently. So I'm excited to hand it off to him. But anyway, just note, I will not be here Monday or Wednesday. Please show up, though. Please give them the love. I want to see some big numbers on those guys. So please promote that I'm not going to be here. And we got a chance for a couple of really good shows before I go. But I will be back a week from today. And I will be back on Monday, July 6th for my final episode of NEVERMIND the Furthermore. And no idea what we're doing then, but we'll do something. We'll talk to each other, okay? And let's see what else. Also, I will be back in time for next or this coming Thursday's Comic Book Spectrum. If you didn't watch last night, you missed a really great show. So please check that out. Also, we want to do our attitude of gratitude because it means a lot to us, as do our Patreon patrons. Patreon is a monthly subscription service where you can support your favorite creators directly. And these wonderful people support the rising tide, for which I am indescribably grateful. And but the thing is, we give them a twice weekly blog, and today $5 and up got to see the first chapter of my brand new novel, Volcana 2, the Prometheus Frame-Up. So if you're curious about that, definitely check out what we offer at www.patreon.com/Brian K. Morris, and all of your contributions will be acknowledged privately. So also, don't forget, we are sponsored by Rising Tide Publications, and don't forget they've got a great book coming out later this summer. Yes, The Terrors. It will not have this cover. It'll have a gorgeous one, though, believe me. But Jeffrey Hayes and Plasma Fire Graphics are doing our graphics for the Terrors, and I think you are going to dig the book when it comes out. We're really proud of it. And speaking of Plasma Fire Graphics, they are also sponsoring this show, Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you.
You've worked hard and written a great book. Now, it's time to give it a great cover. If you're an indie author or small press publisher, Plasma Fire Graphics is your source for affordable cover illustration and graphic design. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you.
And if you want an amazing cover on your book, you're going to need an amazing artist, and they don't come any more amazing than Jeffrey Hayes and Plasma Fire Graphics. Check out the Plasma Fire Graphics Facebook page, then bop on over to plasmafiregraphics.com and inquire about Jeffrey's independent creator friendly rates for all your graphic needs. So check them out. That's Plasma Fire Graphics when the look of your book matters to you, because it definitely matters to your readers. And let's go into your comments. I don't think I have anything else to add to the show other than let's get this thing rolling. And first in the gate, letting us know we're number one, is Nita Lanning from the Raging 2 Broadcast Network. Wow, Nita, love you, hun, and good luck on your show at 11 o'clock this morning. Check it out every Monday and Friday because we love you. All right. And hey, Nita, says Carl Witzman, I am busy recording a temporary opening for Nick's show. Look out. Good to see you here, Carl and Donna. Mwah. Everyone saying hello. And loser. No excuses, Carl. Yes, Nita is now the morale officer here at Rising Tide, and the meetings will continue until attitudes improve. And oh, hey, I think I got it done without Cat or Donna sounds this time, says Carl. And you laugh until she comes home with me. They always do, says Rage. And oh, and I understand why. Anyway, next Monday and Wednesday, Nick and I are taking over the studio. Yes, you are, and I'm looking forward to it. I hope to be in the cheering section here. I just won't be able to host the show, so we'll tell you about it when we get back. And I keep telling you, you need a red light or recording sign or something at the end of your hallway, says Donna. You know, that's not a horrible idea, Carl. That let everyone know that let Donna know that you are not to be disturbed, and let your cats know that they will have your full attention once they enter the room with you. So anyway, I saw that, says Rage, and Carl's, and BKM just can't wait to shuck off the show so he can start 3 more shows. Pretty much. We are open. We are going to bring back Clever Title Pending. So a lot of people have asked about that. But it is going to be, it's going to be more like the shows we started out doing. More panel shows more than individual. So it's and the theme is going to be, we don't care what you have to sell. We only care what you have to say. Now, if you happen to have something to sell, that's fine. You know, we're going to have some people on that do have Kickstarters going on or a new book release, and that's fine. But that's not going to be the main reason they're there. They're going to be here to educate all of us. So as long as he comes to me too. Oh, Nita. Oh, darling, I've longed to hear those words. Believe me, I'm coming. But anyway, and we have drugs, attitude, and sex appeal he won't resist. Damn! You know me so well, Nita. Oh, no, the voiceover is too soft compared to the music. Attempt number 8 coming later. Oh, boy. Is there a Raging show later today? Yep, and we're launching J.D. Calderon's new book and Smack Talk. And, well, the latter part of that, what else is new? But is why we find you so beguiling. But J.D. Calderon's got a new book out. Excellent. I finally got to see some Oswald Chronicles from the Long Shots package. I was really grateful when Randy sent me his package. Don't tell him that. I wanted to see the look on his face. But I saw that, and I saw Daphne's book, and once I get things straightened up around here, we're gonna be doing some stuff with him. We're gonna be funding those people and launching, yes, an alleged rage. We can only hope, and that's what you get for using your counselor voice. We keep telling you it's too soft to hear. Yeah, you gotta have some passion. Watch this show, damn you. Anyway, so where's everyone else today? Looks in the bushes for guests, and if we're lucky, I'll trigger Daphne. That doesn't sound like I've tuned into a couple shows. It sounds like Daphne is a good friend, and she comes in pre-triggered, so that saves a lot of time. And luck has very little to do with it. Nita, you have skills spelled with a Z, so you know he's right. That's something I was telling somebody that there was a writing group here in Lafayette, and it wasn't my type of writing group because it was basically. A group of I was usually the only male there, which doesn't bother me. I like being surrounded by females, but they were of a more literary bent and kind of saw me as the poor relations. And I thought, I'm getting tired of people looking at me sideways. And I said, well, you guys, I decided to leave. And I said, well, you guys have, good luck in your ventures. And they said, well, you have good luck too. And I said, I make my own luck. And they didn't like that because then they sent me a letter and said, well, we've decided to kick you out of the group. And I'm like, I already left. How can you kick me out? So, and then the group broke up about a month later. So anyway, I don't know. Streams have been acting strange, especially at Facebook. Facebook is always changing. Facebook is always changing their security protocols. And that's one of the reasons why I don't broadcast this show over my personal page on Facebook. I can't, for some reason, it won't let me see the comments on my personal page. So that's why we're looking at other outlets for our shows. So anyway, now you know. And for sure, I was on Facebook an hour ago, read all my notifications. I just checked and 32 more. What? You've got active friends, Carl. That's why. And Region 2 Broadcast Network says, yeah, it's pissing her off. Oh my God, run in terror, Facebook. And all the political ads are slowing it down. Yeah, that's probably true. And it's never any of the politicians I would ever vote for, oddly enough. But there is a thing, folks. If you see advertisements that you don't approve of, look for those little three dots in the upper right-hand corner of that post, and you can tell Facebook you don't want to see that crap anymore. And I think more of us should. Especially some of these hollow heads that seem, and somehow they come in. I don't mind getting political. I don't care if I piss anyone off for this morning. They come in about over 500,000 votes behind and think somehow it's like golf that they won the election. So go figure. And I'm following the congressional studies that are going on right now with rapt interest. I want to see them share this info with the Department of Justice. I want to see some shaking up. And social media prostitution is my livelihood. It says Region 2. I know what you mean. I'm a good little whore too. I've got my own little corner over here. I've got my own lamppost. Lean against it. I look good. Anyway, Sarah, morning. Mwah, good to see you, darling. Hope you are having a fantastic morning. Hope all is well. And morning, Sarah. Everyone says everyone loves Sarah. Sarah loves you back. And 2-minute warning. Last chance to get potty or coffee, folks. And Donna says just finished listening to a classical pianist play Bohemian Rhapsody. Whoa. Donna, if you could DM me that link, I would love to hear that. I'm serious, I would. That sounds incredible. And hi, Second Family. Hugs and kisses back at you, Sarah. Mwah. And don't forget, in your extended family, I'm the creepy uncle. I will brook no competition. And well, if you must know, I just got back from the potty. Thank you for sharing that, Donna. I feel closer to you now. And I'm just as relieved as your bladder to know that to Sarah. Oh my God. The more we learn about people, I'm telling you. And I shit when I want to shit, Carl. This is Mina Lanning. You're not my real dad. Carl Witzman says, as far as you know, Nita. Why do I envision this Star Wars kind of thing where where Nita's hanging on by to the railing by one hand, and Carl's very gentle voice is like I'm your daddy. Anyway, but that could be a whole nother thing entirely. And Sarah's mocking Nita with her laughter. And yay, my cigars are out for delivery. Well, yay. Good for you. And true, there are some strange similarities. Oh my God, it's we'll be getting the DNA test for both of you now. And still in time, he's not live yet. That's right. We were having a little trouble with the microphone, so we had to fix that. So hopefully you're all hearing us well. And happy dancing, Sarah, and Mike. Hello, Nevermore. And it's from Mike, Jimmy, Lordship of Bruin. Good to see you here, my friend. Hope your show last night went well with critical mass or whatever. And we're glad to have you here as always. And hey, Mike, and you notice that, huh, Anita and Brian, Glenn. I'm going to put this in my library sometime, so you better take advantage of the fact I may not be able to show this soon. Check out Glenn B. Fleming's Jack Kirby, A Personal Journey. Jack Kirby, Personal Journey, Words and Pictures. Comes with the DVD commemorating the time when Glenn got to spend a couple of visits with the King of Comics, Jack Kirby. And if you don't know who he is, you need to get your geek card renewed. He's done whatever it needs to be done in comics. He's a legend. And hello, fellow Dutch person, says Sarah. Oh, are you Dutch also? I'm not. I am not. I don't have any Dutch in me. There was that one weekend though. But anyway, Mike Jimmy says, I just sent out the US orders for Life on Cora number 5. I know I'm a bit late, but shipping went up hard. Yeah, Mike Jimmy, I gotta warn you, we've had a lot of problems with our mail service. The previous presidential administration put in a guy who promised to cut corners to save money. Unfortunately, that meant we don't have the same great mail. Mail service was pretty good. Most everything got to where it needed to be in a timely manner. But now I usually get mail. Like in a 6-day delivery week, I usually get mail about 4 days a week. It's something. It's like magazines or letters or correspondence, what have you, packages. And lately I've been getting 2 or 3, and then I'll get them, and then my mailbox is packed. We've been told that there just aren't enough mail carriers in Lafayette to handle the load, and it's just a mess over here. So hopefully the Life on Cora number 5 will go out in a timely manner and be loved by all who got it. And hi, everyone. Hope you are well. Glenn, we are doing super. How are you today? And well, he's late. I'm starting this party. You are the party, Nita. And Nita, Glenn, and the Radiant site is there on Kickstarter. Check that out. Mike Jimmy, Lordship of Bruin, is publishing that. And I believe it's already funded. So you're back in the winter. Check that out. Also, check out Telltales Volume 4 from Daphne Lage, a beautifully illustrated book. Looks like a lot of fun. And Glenn has arrived. The party commence. And everyone's saying hello to Glenn. You beat me to it, Nita, says Mike Jimmy. And we just had a comment dump. We just had a comment dump. But we know where we left off. Anyway, there's Glenn showing the love. And speaking of love, Willow Scott, I love you. Hope you're having a great morning. Good morning to you, my darling. And today at 11 Eastern, the Oswald Chronicles, If I Was a Few Inches Taller, begins on Kickstarter. Please check that out. Please go over there right now to this link if you're watching us live, and click on the link. And definitely, there is a little button up there saying notify me upon launch. Hit that. That gives the Oswald Chronicles a little bit more oomph in the algorithms, and that helps JD Calderon quite a bit. So please do that, my friends. And don't forget to like. That's right. You've been watching this for at least a quarter of an hour. Surely there's something you've enjoyed. Please leave me a love or a like on Facebook, and leave me a thumbs up on YouTube, or give me a thumbs down. It's all the same to YouTube. They don't ding me for it. But please leave a reaction. And if you've not subscribed already, please subscribe. We are bringing back Clever Title Pending. We'll be doing little weird things every now and then on the little pickup shows, little live things. We may do live broadcasts, but just never tell you when we're doing them. So you got to be notified, and so you can get that notification if you ring that little bell or molest it or touch it in a place that will make it point at a teddy bear in 20 years. Okay, anyway, and hey, Willow from Donna, and hey, Willow, Glenn and Willow, and Mike, Jimmy, up all hours again. I see, yeah, Yeah, for Mike Jimmy, it's like the middle of the night for him. And don't get me started, Carl warns Mike Jimmy. I went to bed at 3 a.m. and woke up within 10 minutes because a storm was raining in. Then around 9 a.m., I was a train wreck. Wow. I have one problem. I don't often get insomnia like I used to because I work myself to the point of exhaustion. But some nights I have this problem. I will go to sleep and it turns out to be a power nap. My body treats it like a power nap. So I wake up 10 minutes later and I'm fully ready to start the day. So that's not fun, especially when Cookie is lying beside me asleep. I want us both to be unconscious. You never know what may happen. Anyway, refilling my coffee cup. You got a chance to do that too. And wow, says Carl, no more Fridays. What the hell? No, there's no more Fridays in June, I believe. If this is the 24th, 30 days has September, April, June. Okay, yeah. The first, I believe a week from today will be the first. So sorry if I scared you. And we're not scared because we have Radio Retro Future here to protect us. Please check out his YouTube channel and please like his pages on Facebook. He is a great, great talent, especially if you're fond of steampunk. Good day to you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. And poor Mike, I'd rock you to sleep if I could. I think I'd pay money to watch that. And Shared, thank you, Ryan Permisson. Thank you as always, my friend. Oh, he means no more Fridays with BKM. It wasn't a prognostication of disaster. Oh, Carl and Donna, vague booking. Did you guys get contacted by the Danville Public Library about July 13th? Okay, and that's what I'll put there. I don't have the official invite yet, so I can't really say anything, I don't think. But anyway, no, we are not anticipating disasters. No. Everything's working out well. In fact, the reason I'm a little bit late was the fact that I'm trying to do last minute, chores before my event. And I'm, I sat down to do some writing. I'm working on a horror piece for, not really horror, but supernatural piece, I should say. It's not really horror. For Pulp Reality number 4, because I got voluntold I'm in there. And I'm glad to do it though. And the story has started to click, and I'm like in the last 20% of it. And it's like, I got to do laundry. Damn it, I want to write. I got to do dishes. Damn it, I want to write. So the minute I get off of here, I'm going to go downstairs and power up the computer, the laptop, and go, damn it, I'm writing, while I listen to Nita and Daphne and JD in the background on Raging 2 at 11 o'clock. And hey, radio. And happy Friday night mornings. How are you? And check out Ryan and I quote on Linktree for all of his great links. And good morning to you, Facebook user. Mwah, hope you're doing well. Is this Teresa? Anyway, it's just time. That's right. It's about time. It's about space. It's about two men from the human race. That's an old sitcom. Anyway, hey, radio, and hello, everyone. Big hugs and much love. I hope everyone has a beautiful Friday, and I hope you do too. Mwah, love you. Hope you have a great day, and good day, Carl, says Radio Retro Future. Glad to have you here, Bonsart. And if you want to be a guest on And I Quote for 2023, we are live Saturdays at noon Eastern. But if you need to record, that can be done. A friendly conversation, and you can promote your projects there. So check out Ryan and I Quote. Sarah says, found out the word polyglot means tongue. That means my glot is pierced. Oh, I've had many fantasies about your glot. But anyway, but no. No, polyglot, if I remember correctly, is somebody who knows numerous languages, if I remember correctly. If I am recalling, I can stand to be corrected. And Willow Schuyler, are you folks servicing the heat down there? Yeah, we're stoking it real good, and we're willing to share, Willow. Now, today's not supposed to be quite as bad. In fact, I think we're supposed to get rain here in Lafayette in a day or so, and I'm looking forward to that. I've got my outdoor work done for a while, hopefully, but no, I've had enough of the heat though, because our AC has not. Let's put it this way: it's on its last legs. If it's not dead already, it's barely operating. So we're making do with fans and things like that, which is not been bad. The only room that I'm really uncomfortable with actually is this one, because I have little to no insulation in here. This is a very old house. This was built in 1940, and I've got one window and I'm getting a breeze from it today, I'm glad to say, but not much. But I do have just for the record, I've got this. So Joe D. McPhee checks on me to make sure I've got my fan, and Carl makes sure I've got fluids, which I'm grateful because I've lost the capacity to care for myself, apparently. But yeah, it's been pretty miserable down here, and the only relative comfort is seeing people who live south that have it even worse. Talking to Karen Nicole a couple weeks ago, and even the nighttime temperatures, she lives in Arizona, even the nighttime temperatures are dangerously high down there. Poor girl. But anyway, Ryan Permisson goes on to say, in case you missed it, check out the latest episode, and I quote, with voice actress Lisa Lee. We talked about everything from breakfast cereal to her family's connection to Walt Disney himself. So like, comment, share, and subscribe. Check out the Nerd Culture channel, and also you check out the latest episode of Comic Books, the new class, where we discuss how you can support your local comic shop. Buy books from them and don't leave them hanging with your damn subscriptions. Plus, in this blog post is a link to our new online store where you can buy any product featuring our logo catchphrase and even our own faces. Oh my God, how cool. Check this link out. And Carl Witzman says it's the first time that Willow can feel her toes since last fall. I'm sure if Willow asked nicely, she could find someone to feel her toes for her. Orgy! Oh, Raging 2. Nita thinks the same way I do. And Surviving Oz, typing sucks on an iPhone. Typing sucks on all phones. That's why I use the speech-to-text feature on them. And I'm glad my diction has become as good as it is. The only trouble I have is sometimes when I take too long a pause and it switches off, or I give it a term that it's not familiar with. Like if I said Willow, it would say Willow. If I said Skylar, it's a crapshoot whether it will come up. And spelling correctly is another issue. I try to go back and edit myself, but it doesn't always work. And also check out Throwback Thursday with episodes of, and I quote, with Nightmare on Elm Street and Mortal Kombat production designer Mick Strawn. And breaking news for years the fans have asked for it. Finally, and I quote, swag is now available for you, your friends and family. Treat yourself and represent the most electrifying podcast today, except for this one. There's the link. Check it out on Redbubble. And good morning to you, Eric Hawkins. Eric, did everything come out okay yesterday? I was going to write you anyway. And I'm grateful for this community and all your support. Have a safe and productive day, everyone. You too, Ryan. Have a good weekend and good luck on the show tomorrow. And the Eric Hawkins enters. And yes, I did see that some sports team, I think it was, has trademarked the word the. Now, just to let you know, you can still use the. This isn't like Cockygate from about 4 years ago. And this is one of those things. See, when you get a trademark, and this is a trademark thing, when you get a trademark on a term or a visual element, you get it for specific uses. For instance, the classic example, if you started an automobile company, and you called it Camel, you're within the law. You can do this thing. If you started a podcast and called it The Camel, you'd be fine. Or if you had like a radio show and you call your station The Camel, okay, it's perfectly legal. But if you start making cigarettes and you call it Camel, you're in big trouble, Bunky. Copyrights are made for specific uses, and this is only in regards to the sports team. But this led to a little rabbit hole that I examined the other day in terms that have been trademarked but fell out of trademark because they weren't properly defended and the terms became generic for the product itself. Aspirin is one. The Bayer Corporation had a trademark on the specific assemblage of chemicals that create the tablet, the painkiller. But they didn't defend it, and eventually aspirin became known as just about any, like acetaminophen, anything in the painkiller mode within a certain range. Vulcanization, a process of softening rubber, was also a trademark term, but it too fell into common use. That's why if you read like Writer's Digest, they used to spend thousands and thousands of dollars putting in ads in magazines saying, this is a Kleenex. This is not just a paper tissue. Kleenex is a paper tissue, but not all paper tissues are Kleenex. And so if you are referring to Kleenex, refer to it as Kleenex brand tissues, something like that, or like Vaseline petroleum jelly. There's a classic commercial with John Travolta where he's in the shower, and there's this campaign from the 70s, I am stuck on Band-Aids because Band-Aids stuck on me. Well, they did a version with that through the whole shower, or the whole episode is a bunch of montages with different people singing that song. They went back and refilmed that first part because then John Travolta and friends came out and said, I am stuck on Band-Aid brand because Band-Aid stuck on me, to get that differentiation there. There's your legal tips for the day, kids. Use it wisely. Eric, people love the art on Mad Gasser Cheerleader at the book show. As well they should. That's a beautiful cover. The first one is beautiful, and why shouldn't the second one be beautiful? And right as the Fez Man went live, my mom called. She's amazing at her timing sometimes. I'm sorry I invoked her, Mike Jimmy. I hope your call is over by now. And hey, the Eric, missed you last night on Comic Book Spectrum. Check out that show. It turned out well, despite Eric not being there. And Mike Jimmy says, anyway, the Radiant site is now at €177 with 18 beautiful backers. Become more beautiful too when you back this project today. Please check that out. You know it's going to be good. Mike Jimmy's he's as wonderful and as friendly and as polite and courteous as he is. He's crazy talented. I will be the first. I love his artwork. I love what he does. Willis Skyler says our weather has been going between living in a sriracha bottle to trapped in a greenhouse during a rainstorm. Yeah, I've likened our weather to taking a guided tour of a Instant Pot. So, like the inside, it's been quite uncomfortable some days, and I had a wasp get in the house. We've had this happen before, as longtime viewers know, and I was spraying some of the areas where I know they come in just to keep more out. And I had a can up here last night, and I noticed it was sitting on a ledge, and I touched it, and it was hot to the touch. You don't make aerosol cans hot to the touch. So I took it downstairs where it was a little bit cooler. And we are going to switch our studios down to the basement in the next couple weeks. Possibly by the next time you see me a week from today. And again, please tune in Monday and Wednesday. And I want to see some big numbers for these shows. I would like to see Carl and Nick Tockert get huge numbers because Nick Tockert is taking over the show a week from this coming Wednesday. And I am personally excited, and I think you all should be. He's got great energy, delivers a lot of information, and if you're tired of the crusty old guy here, you're going to get all the love you can handle from Nick. He is so good. And hey, yo! Kicking off CromCon 26 with the comics and animation panel tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. Pops Van Zandt, it is good to see you, brother. I will catch as much of CromCon as I can, and definitely check out what this man does. Comic Talk with Pops Van Zandt, also Comic Madness. And Pops, love you, dude. Haven't talked to you recently. Gotta catch up with you sometime. And hey, Pops, everyone's saying hello to Pops, except for one. Skunk Rocker saying hi to me. Hi, Skunk. Mwah. How you doing tonight, my friend? Why am I calling this the night? I am, since 2020, my time sense has gone awry. I used to be able to keep track of time without a watch. It's like, okay, I looked at a watch. It feels like an hour ago, and I would be pretty right. My time sense was pretty good. But being in the house for 3 months, it screwed that up. I don't think it's senility. That's happening anyway. But it's like, I don't know what time it is anymore. I don't even know, obviously, whether it's day or night anymore, even though I can look outside and there's the sun shining beautifully, increasing the humidity rather. Nothing's increasing the humility around here. Believe me, I'm not doing a damn thing to help. Anyway, Comic Talk is saying hello to everybody. Hey, Skunk. Hope the fingers are better. Oh, God, yes. Skunk injured himself the other day, and his poor left hand. And oh yeah, you too, Brian. I love you too, Pops. I knew you'd get around to me. I knew you'd come groveling eventually. I'm teasing. Anyway, almost 100% confirmed on the promotion at work. So that's good. I guess it's still not for sure yet. Oh, Skunk, I'm pulling for your brother. Oh, man, I so want this to happen for you. I hope it won't mean you miss out on a lot of HalloCon the last weekend in October. You definitely want to be there because I'll be there. I believe Carl and Donna will be there. I'm hoping Damian and Lauren will be there. Also, Michaela and certainly Dan Hollifield will be there. All the original Stupid O'Clock crew. It'll be fun. Hey, Skunk, and everyone saying hello and happy Fri-YAY to my girl Cindy Cap. Mwah, CKOEPB.com. Check her out. She is amazing, and she's got the best newsletter I read. I love all the newsletters I get. Don't get me wrong, but hers are just filled with a lot of intelligence, and you feel better after reading them. You really do. So please check out CKOEPP.com and also check out her Patreon page at CKOEPP. Okay, that's the search argument. That's how you find her. And I wonder where Nick is today. Hope all is good over there. He might just be resting up because he's got a lot of work to do next week, Carl, as do you. Plus, he's got a show tonight at 8 p.m., the Historical Fencing Guild. Please check out that channel. If you are a writer or an artist, you need to latch onto that channel. It's great reference for armed combat. It's a super show, and Nick has so much energy and so much great knowledge. You need to check that show out and subscribe to it. And here he is to save the day. That's Smash Words with me. Thank you. And Volcana 2 is in the works. It is, and it's going to be on Amazon when I'm done. Thank you, Cindy. And hail chat, hail Brian, hail Hojo. Good to see you, man. I hope you're having a fantastic Fri-YAY. And Cindy Cap says, simple swords fighting X's with big stompy robots. You can get that on Amazon from Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tucker, who is amazing. Speaking of amazing, there's Joe Dog McKeel. Joe Dog, how you doing? We were just talking about HowlCon and how awesome it is, and getting around to talking about you and your awesomeness. And Cindy Cap has Tales from the Deckoverse to go along with Night Reich. Check out what John B. Pica does on Amazon. Also, check out johnpica.com for all of his astounding work. And ouch, Brian went sassy on those writers. That's right. Brian got sass. He just looks old. He's got vim and vigor. And they are restarting a new writers group here too. Yeah. But yeah, I think they are literary too. It's not for me because it's filled with people. I know if we could just do this without people. I did suggest some stuff for Zoom calls and stuff, and I told them you're gonna have to run it because I don't know zip about Zoom. I'm good at StreamYard. I'm a A- on StreamYard. I'm not an expert by any means, but I know more than most people because because Joe Dog taught me just poke at everything, see what it does. But yeah, they are starting it, and it was funny, Carl, because I talked to a very nice Indian lady on the phone yesterday a couple times actually. She had a meeting she had to go to, but she called me back, and I gave her some ideas, and she goes, well, I don't know if you know it, but we have a writers group here that started in 2018. I started laughing. I said, I know you've got a writers group. I'm the one that started it. You know, that they had some event. What happened was the Danville Public Library in Danville, Illinois had an event, and they wanted to do some stuff for NaNoWriMo. And so I volunteered. I had a friend that worked there at the time, Jessica, who brought me over, and I would come in and we would talk about writing process and everything. And then we culminated with a large meeting of a pretty good sized meeting of writers. I can't remember if you and Donna were there or not right now, but it was terrifying in some ways. But from that, I suggested to my contact Jessica, how about you guys start a regular monthly writing group, which I know you guys had at one time, Carl, that you guys had going. So it's good that it's kept going. But I think they're going to move it rather from weekly. They're going to move it to bi-weekly, I think, which I think is a good idea. But there's so many talented writers in not just Danville itself, but in the surrounding communities. I'd love to see people come in from Rantoul. I know they had a writers group there at their library. Champaign, Urbana. And if they're literary, that's fine. I can talk their language, but me, I am strictly pulp, brother. Strictly pulp. And nerd culture has swag now. Check it out. Cindy Kep said so. Comics Talk Pops and say, and you can broadcast to my group. See all the comments. Yeah, if I were an admin on your group, I could broadcast there. But the thing is, Pops, I don't necessarily always talk about comics. So I don't know that I would add anything to your channel. I really don't. So coffee good. And Amazonia is fully funded. It's good too. Go Joe. Joe D. McPhee. Check it out. Also, check out Saturday Night from the desk of a small press publisher. He is going to be broadcasting then. And he promised he might go into a rant on Saturday night. He's still on the preservation versus investment thing. And he was teasing it with like a 3-minute intro. I love you, Joe. It's like, okay, Joe, they're going to show up or they won't. Do show up. It promises to be good. And welcome, Hojo and Joe Dog from Carl Witzman. And get your own Neurosis Heroes. If you don't have enough of your own from watching this show, check it out. Amy Hale's brand new book on Amazon. It's awesome. And proud of you nixing the drama llamas. I don't need any drama llamas, darling. We've smacked them on the ass and sent them off to run in the woods. And I always get blocked by them. They're like that loudmouth little shit again. Like there's that loudmouth little shit again. Well, you would never be blocked by me, sweetheart. In fact, I think I obviously gave you a wrench here. That's how much I care, darling. And hey, Hojo. Hi, Sarah from Comics Talk. And Mike Jimmy says also The Sin Killer by Marv V just got funded. That is cool news. May have had a hand of it, but he deserves it. Well, Mike Jimmy, how many of us get through this life without a hand from someone else, right? And I'm proud to help the community as much as I can. Also, you'll be proud to own a copy of The Sin Killer. That's beautiful artwork by Marv V. So check it out. Good work, you guys. And Cindy Cap, there are now 4 warriors, not just 3, but 4. Count them 4. Sesame Street spoken here. Check it out. Michaela Jade's brand new book. And also, Michaela Jade will not have a new Tidbits and Scribbles tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, but Monday night or the following Monday, because that's July 4th. The only broadcasting I know of will be me that morning. Hojo says, I've been clean from Facebook for over 10 years, got a coin and everything. I don't blame you. I wish I could get free of them. Although there are some days I would move my toys from Facebook and go strictly YouTube. I really would. And everyone's saying hello. And the geeky fun you need around the Midwest, you got to go to Quad City Con. Check out their website for their dates and locations all throughout the Midwest. And Rick Bradley, good morning, Nevermornings. Good morning to you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Much love to you and the family. And Davenport Comic and Toy Show, July 9th and 10th, free event at the North Park Mall. Cindy Cap herself will be there with cool stuff. And you want to meet Cindy Cap because she's amazing. And BKM, I shared it on my feed. I'll tag you. Thanks, Sana. I appreciate that. I'm definitely curious about that. I love that. And I'm feeling my lack of sleep by now. Oh, boy, I'm not a night owl. I know what you mean. I'm by nature nocturnal. I always have been. And then when I started, hanging out with Cookie, she had jobs that took off they started very damn early in the morning. And so I've learned to like being up early in the morning, but I still like being up late at night, which is why I pass out occasionally because I don't get enough sleep. But I'm working on it, okay? And Cindy Gibbs says the Historical Fencing Guild tonight at 7 p.m. Central might be planning a siege from both sides. I heard about that. I heard a certain pretty lady's going to get some help tonight, and y'all want to catch that, right? And hi, Nita. Hi, Nita. Super high from Nita. Or either that or she's bragging. And Nick Tockard, how are you doing, host with the most? Hey, why is Carl trying to get Nita to call him daddy? No, I'm trying to get Nita to call him daddy. It's a thing I have. Anyway, Nita and Uncle Carl in the Star Wars Photoshop venture. Don't give me ideas, Brian. Oh, when have I ever done that, Carl? Right? And CromCon starts tonight, says Cindy Cap. Check out all the cool folks and visit with Cindy Cap at 3:30 Central on Sunday. Definitely check that out. I will try to be there, Cindy. That's going to be fun. And hey, Nick, we missed you. You didn't even know we were aiming at you, but we missed you. And hybrids are everywhere, especially if you check Luke Stone Studios. All right. And check out Luke Stone and Nick Tockard and Mike Jimmy Lorsch de Bruin and guests on Nerd Bacon every Thursday morning on YouTube. At 9 a.m. Eastern. And Rick Bradley says after the weekend, check out R&D Gaming on Monday night at 7 p.m. Central and 8 p.m. Eastern on the Rad Publishing YouTube channel or author Rick Bradley's Facebook page. Donovan will be braving the foggy streets of Silent Hill. Poor lad. Come and watch the screaming in terror. That'll be fun. Carl Witzman, let's go of Nita's hair. Nothing to see here. Oh, did it just get warm in here again? And me too. Yeah, we're part of that movement too, Pops, but we're on the wrong end of it, or at least I am. And Bear Publications has all the fun stuff like Animal Eye, the novel by Cindy Kemp, as well as Animal Eye, the comic books by Cindy Kemp. Great stories, great fun. You will like it. And hello, fellow Dutch, says Radio Retro Future, and pull it harder, Daddy. Oh, darling, how I've longed to hear those words. Anyways, zombies are all over Oz. Check out Stone Door Studios. Eric S. Hawkins has them on Comixology. Great books. My favorite comic book. It doesn't hurt that I'm editing it. Also, check out issue 2 because I have a story in there. So please check that out. And Carl's finding reason to smile. Probably pulling Anita's hair has something to do with it. And all the Dutchies. It's an invasion of tall people, says Mike Cherry. And once I'm thinking of that old 80s song, you'll pass the Dutchie right now. Although that has nothing to do with the Dutch. Anyway, Rick Radley says, and go subscribe to his YouTube channel, damn it, and hit that notification bell so you'll not have to hunt his videos down. Make them come to you. And anyway, check it out on YouTube. And he's going to start out with some miniature painting videos soon. So that's an art unto itself. Please check out what Rick is doing. He's doing all kinds of amazing stuff. And Stormgate Press wins all the things at stormgatepress.com. Check out Pulp Reality, all 3 award-winning issues, as well as brand new book, Major Marjorie. If you like old-time science fiction, this is a great book for you. It's got creator Tim Bruckner in it, and a story by him, along Clyde Hall, Jim Beard, Alessia Kent, and myself, edited by the great Charles F. Milhouse. So I predict that's going to get some awards next year at the Windy City Pulp and Paper Show. So definitely get that from either Amazon or stormgatepress.com. And Rick Radley says, check out my author page on Amazon. You can sink your claws into the Nightmare Collective. Eat some apple pie at Marvin's Night Out and bask in the glory of the award-winning Pulp Reality #1 and try to hide from the tales of the weird and strange. You can only guess which one I am. Anyway, another comment dump. Angelic Memoirs about nebulizers. BrianRobin.com working hard on that new book, #2 of the nebulizer. Check it out when it comes out. And hiring people is hard. Yeah, it's become quite the challenge these days. And I used to do HR work when I worked for the water company. So I know, and when I work for Office Depot, I know how hard that can be, trying to find the right people. And right now, at least in my section of Indiana, I've been told that if you can pass a drug test, which fewer companies are giving now because of the hiring difficulties, that you can get a job. You can get a job in Indiana. I probably should try someday, but I've already got several jobs. I'm a publisher. So, yeah, it's tough finding the right person anymore. And it's like our generation, Pops. It's a different work ethic this day and age. Like a lot of people just don't have it instilled in them, which is crazy. Roll Cruz, though, does Animalite. He's a hard worker, and you can see what he does at artstation.com/Roll Cruz. And Glenn CU on Sunday. You can't threaten him like that, Pops. And Making Sense of Job, that's what Victoria Adams does in her great book. Please check that out. And Nita, Carl, you guys got the kind of facepalm it normally takes Luke to generate, says Nick Tucker. I need that one clip where I think it's from, I want to say it's from Airplane or Top Secret. I can't remember. But it's the one where it starts out with, somebody going slap. Then there's half a dozen people slap. Then there's like a whole audience in the theater going slap. That's what I need. And yep, part Dutch. I didn't know that. Maiden name is Van Skyek. I did know that. Ask the ex-husband if I could keep his last name. Always good to ask. So that's why I didn't keep my maiden name. It was a nightmare name. I think it's very fancy. I like it. I would love you no matter what name you kept, Sarah. And Trolls Are Heroes too. SL Roland can prove it. Check out that wonderful set of books. And All You Giants Make Me Feel Like a Hobbit. Well, if you'd shave your feet like I do, you wouldn't feel that way so much. And Twisted Fairy Tales, you can get that at Yield Dragon Books and Meet the Dragons with a Cindy Kemp story in there, and everyone's saying hi. And Denver Martires does Animal Eye colors with over Roll Cruise, and you can see those glorious results at deviantart.com/the-Raider05. And Van Skyek, that doesn't sound too Dutch, but it could be a derivation of a more classic name. That's true. I think it's mostly Dutch, but I would know. And Snow Kidding, get some fun stories. Bobby Nash and Amazon. Get those snow books, including Snow Shorts #2. He said, reaching over to the convenient pile of stuff on his printer. Snow Shorts #2 has a story by myself in here. And it won the Pulp Reality, or not Pulp Reality, but the Pulp Factory Award last year for Best Short Story. So if you want to find out why I'm now a legitimate award-winning author and not just the award-winning playwright, check me out on Amazon, or check them out at bobbynash.com or abrahamsnow.com. And hi, Donna. Today is the sequel to One of Those Days. Oh, dear God. I'm sorry, Nick. And Cindy Cap says, need custom toys or webpage design? Then check out Studio Hubris with Damian Waldron, who is amazing. And voice acting, audiobook, and other fun. Skunk Rocker Live. Skunk is a lot of fun, too. But tomorrow is practice, so I am too busy. There's a one-legged man, a butt-kicking contest. Oh, poor Nick. I agree. And July 18th, and at DPL, not me. Or I thought it was 13th, Donna. I think it's a Wednesday, she told me. Hope it's a Wednesday. I thought it was a Thursday at first, and I thought, I can't go. But anyway, yeah, you'll probably get a notice on it. And actually, she's a nice lady, and she's got a list of all the past authors. And so I'm involved. Anyway, Willow Schuyler said, I cured my insomnia by working night shifts at 7-Eleven. Now I just wake up at the ass crack of dawn because of my cats. Oh, those helpful little creatures. I wake up at the crack. I wake up before dawn because of my wife. So, and for vintage cartooniness, go to Starnard 76. And July 13th, no, must be something that they don't want us to attend. We'll see. And Pulp Horror, yes, please, says Nick Dockard. I'll send you a copy. Maybe if I remember, I'll send you a copy of this when I'm done. I gave the premise for the story, and it was just basically one of the main characters, and he said, make this happen. And I'm like, yes, sir, I did. I will. But I'm right. I'm finishing the first draft of that. Hope to finish the first draft this week, then start edits not long after. And I'm now very much a morning person. I am dead by 9 p.m. I'm good till about 10. After that, I start showing a little wear and tear, but I'm still good till about 10 o'clock. And thank you, Donna, says Nick. And 13th, not 18th, doesn't matter, haven't heard, says Donna. Supposedly, you'll be getting an email soon. And Radio Retro Future says, if you want to be a guest on Radio Retro Future, I now stream every week on Wednesday evening, 8 p.m. Central Time. Definitely check it out. He's a great interviewer. I had a blast talking to Bonsart, and you're going to love what he's doing. Check out his website. And my glot is Polly. Does it mean it interacts with, it languages with other people? In fact, a multitude of people, not just one? And you're correct about the definition of polyglot. Yay, Sarah, thank you. And believe it or not, coincidentally, I learned that word just a few months ago because I heard about some actor who knows like half a dozen languages, and they referred to him as a polyglot. I can't remember who it was, but yeah, that's good. And Brian and I will trade our heat for yours. Joe Dog, y'all keep your damn heat. We don't need any more than what we got. In fact, we'd like to pass ours on to you because that's how giving us Midwesterners are. But stay safe, Joe Dog. Seriously, brother, stay safe. And ooh, Sarah and I would like to be alone now. Anyway, and that's that could go for any spine, including yours, darling. And possibly during my practices, Nick Tucker. Cool. And everyone's saying hello. And Nita, languages are not my talent, but clumping together makes sense anyway. That's true. And Johnny Pika says, that's no worries about it, John. No need to apologize again. Facebook is not sending my notifications for your show, and I had to put together the show outline for tomorrow AM. Well, that's important. So check out Back of the Cereal Box on YouTube tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central. And how you skunk. And oh my God, when I take a drink of anything, my glot is wet. I hope I helped. Anyway, drank. Yeah. Had to bring that hashtag back before the transition of the show. Oh, a fond memory of yesteryear. Oh my God. Thank you, Sarah. So, and see, we still have some coffee left, so we're still good. We're going to pour some more. All right, there we go. And I'm looking at the time. Nita's probably abandoned me, and I understand she's got a show to do. Nita, we love you if you're still here. And very cool, Carl. I'm glad they like it, and everyone's laughing. And you can make it. You can make it cans hot to the touch. You just don't want to be around it after a certain point. I was afraid it was going to get that at a certain point, so I took it downstairs, kind of cradling it like I was holding an unexploded bomb. Remember the old TV series Danger UXB? That's how I felt. Like, that this thing could go off in any second. I remember back in the 70s, I was in high school. In fact, I was in high school. It was my junior and senior year-ish. And there had been a rash of people, like you go to the barber. And I learned to love this. When I lived out east, I had this happen to me. They would have a professional foam heater for shaving cream. And you push the button, and the barber gets this big pile of foam and puts it on your face and your neck and shaves you, and it feels good. And so what some people were doing was going home and running hot water over their cans of aerosol, and a number of them were exploding because of the increased pressure inside. I can't remember the name of the shave cream. Somebody can probably Google it. I'm sure they'll find it. But anyway, one company had come out with a shaving cream that you stick it under the faucet, and the can was perfectly safe to use, which it didn't last very long. I guess people would rather have shrapnel than a slightly more expensive shave cream. And Nick's a great replacement for Nevermind the Furthermore. Going to be fun seeing him at the range. I agree completely, Mike Jimmy. In fact, I think he's going to be better at it than I am. And I'm looking forward to seeing what Nick does with this. I want to see it make it grow. And yes, Carl and I always make sure people know Eric did the artwork on Carl's books, and Ted Davies did the art on my Dragons and Wizards book. Excellent. Yeah, I'm always talking up my artists on my book covers, whether it's Trevor Eric Hawkins or Plasma Fire Graphics, whatever it is, because I think they deserve to get recognized. I really do. And we've got some good covers coming up for some of our stuff. Matthew Jackson, the Mad Celt, is doing a book for me, and he's supposed to be doing a book for me, and I've got to get the information to him. I've been putting that off for 2 years. And what else? Kim Lockman has a great cover already for the new Volcana book. It's going to be so good. And Mike Jimmy will be there. Well, of course, it wouldn't be a party without him. And completely forgot last night's show. I got absorbed in a trade paperback of Deadpool First. That's one of the books I got in Indy. Well, I understand. It's Deadpool, hon. And no offense taken. And I'm glad you had a good time. Nick Tucker said, it is a good chance to get the silliness started early with Carl to ease you all into the weirdness. That is me. And thank you, Mike Jimmy, and CKOEPP.com. That's the site that makes you bright. And John B. Pica says, I don't care what anyone says. Little Debbie Swiss rolls and Hostess Ho-Hos are not the same. Who would think they are? Eek. That's scary. And tomorrow morning, tune in to Back of the Cereal Box to see Willow Schuyler in her pajamas. Holy cats. John, you know how to sell an episode. I am so there. Screen captures galore. I love you, Willow. And I love you too, John. And as much as HowlerCon sounds great, that is a week before my 20-year anniversary, and we have plans. I understand that, brother. That will be so much fun. Well, we will be wheeling down there in Calgon. Gas prices are going to have to go up quite a bit more before we not show up at HowlerCon this year. And everyone's saying hello, and thanks, Cindy, says John. And I mildly dislocated my shoulder, so my sleep got rumbled. Oh, dude, I hope you're okay. Oh, I hope you heal up fast. And Nick Tucker says, I am treating it for Saturday's practice in the Pyro program Tuesday at 2 p.m. at the Benton County Public Library, a wonderful, wonderful place on Main Street in Fowler, Indiana, rather. Fowler, Indiana. Fowler, Illinois is something else completely. But Fowler, Indiana is a great place, and it's a beautiful library. And Joe Dog McKeel, breaking news. Facebook will explode in political posts in the next few minutes. SCOTUS, RVW. Oh, no. Roe versus Wade is out. Sad day in America. Oh, no. Oh, wow. Regardless of how anyone feels about the issue, this is a black day. Oh, Joe, I wish you were kidding. I know you're not. But, folks, we are seeing people that are dedicated to the eradication of democracy and equality in America. And Carl, I don't care if you yank me off this time. We have to mobilize. We have to get the vote out and make our elected officials know we aren't happy with them. So I am heartbroken. Although I have heard that there are some states like California that are passing laws to basically make whatever the Supreme Court decides not binding, because I believe it's the 10th Amendment that allows the states to make their own rules. And if somebody wants to take it to the Supreme Court, they're welcome to try it. But I know California is doing it, and I think there are about half a dozen other states that are going to become safe havens if you need a safe medically supervised abortion. So, but we're not going to get into that here. And say, anyway, any board games out there? Ask John B. Pica. The Cereal Box Network is looking for someone to host a regular board game review show. Ooh, that sounds like fun. That sounds like fun, John. Carl Wisman says there may or may not be a mutilated Star Wars photo in the humor group now. So Carl's been busy, and Shambana can kiss my backside. Mine too. Mine too. Now, I can't lick your spine because I saw it first. Anyway, let's see. Radio, and we had a comment up, and I see an idiot in the queue there. And Radio Retro Future says, "Come back on my channel anytime, Brian. One would love to discuss pulp with you. I'll talk pulp anytime, anywhere. After this week, we'll maybe we can set that up, Bonsard. I would love to be on your show again. And I'm already bugging Nita to be a guest some Wednesday on Nevermind the Furthermore. Maybe you can get Karen Nicole. Just tell her you're me. And sleeping in the afternoon is beautiful. It is nice. It is nice. I love my naps. And City Cap, if you want a link to come on tonight, DM him. We can talk about your siege and fan progress. If you prefer hanging in the chat, that is cool too. Nick, just, whatever she decides, what I do with my people is, you've seen, send her a link anyway. I'm frequently getting links from people saying, come on my show. Most of the time I see them after the show's over. But anyway, that's how it works. And right, says Mike Jimmy Lordship de Bruin, I'm hopping over to the Raging 2 and get some hype going over to Oswald. Stay awesome, lovelies. Mwah. Love you, Mike Jimmy. You have a good time over there, and I understand if everyone abandons me right now. I fully understand. And since you mentioned it, BKM, johnpica.com, I did mention that for a reason, because I love to share the very best with my viewers. John, that's you. And Giants, I'm only 6'3". John, I stand under you when it's raining. Shush. And Rose by Any Other Name has the most lovely thorns, Sarah. Oh, Nick, you sweet talker, you. And out of here, need a drive to clear and calm the mind, but with gas prices, it may be a walk. And with my legs, it'll be a ball bat to the tree in the backyard. Joe Dog, love you, brother. Hope to talk to you sometime, man. I miss talking to you. Hope you're doing well. And no, that's not the same hat that Mussolini wore. It's the one your mom made me wear. Okay. Anyway, we're going to block you and have fun screwing yourself. Anyway, Rick Bradley says the facepalm clip you're thinking of was from Naked Gun. That's it. I think the third one. That's right. And poor Joe Dog. And wait, Nina is Polly? Hello, says John. No, her glot is. We don't know about any place else. And nice catch there, Mike Jimmy. And no worries, Carl. I'm still here until the Raging Ladies start. And Brian is ending the show, so everyone have a great day. So you guys can get your fill of Nita and Daphne. That's the kind of friend I am to you. And you're gonna miss me when I go. And Sarah says, "What are pajamas?" Sarah just so happens, I wouldn't know either. Keep that in mind. Just now as I'm thinking about you. Anyway, pardon us while we perv on each other. And hey, guys. Hey, how you doing, Grant? Good to see you. And very depressed this morning. Hard to focus on comics this morning. Is there something wrong? Please let us know. And for the Desolate Small Price Publisher, morning all just got out of a labor management meeting. Ooh, ickies. And hope all is well with you, man. Executive producer Brian. Everything is swell with us, sir. And we hope your weekend goes well. And definitely check out from the Desolate Small Press Publisher Saturday night. Jody's got a rage coming on. No one will stop him as he talks about comics on Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. And you saw Shambana first, and then you can be the last one too. Miss Friends there, but I just can't. I'm the same way, sir. And Cookie and I were talking about when we came back from the show from the Peoria show last week. We stopped at a restaurant in just off of Prospect Avenue, and we had a number of places we could have gone. They've got a Naf. I love Naf because we like Mediterranean food, and they have some. The only thing I didn't care for so much was their baklava. It's a little dry and prepackaged. It's not that great, but everything else there was fantastic. But it was supposed to be a Cajun boil kind of place, and it was pretty upscale. It's in the same part of Prospect Avenue, just a few doors south of Target. Okay, to give the locals an idea where that is. We went in. The service wasn't bad, although Cookie got her food, and then I got mine about 5 minutes later. and it was nothing I couldn't. I have made at home. I've made that same thing at home. Um, and it was supposed to be a fish dish, and there probably wasn't more than half a dozen pieces of fish. It's supposed to be mussels, and they're tiny little things, and shrimp, and I only got like 3 shrimp in the whole thing. So not gonna go back. But I was a little disappointed in that. But there are some great places in Champaign to eat, and yeah, I'm like you. I've got a number of friends that I'd love to visit, but I just don't need to go to Champaign to do it. And hope all well, okay. And ginormous hugs, Grant from Sarah from us all, Grant. And I knew that something was wrong since having COVID. I survived, but all of my alters died of it. Man, the idea is tough. Yeah, it is. It is. And baklava, best I've ever had was from a street vendor in New York City. We've got a couple places that make dandy baklava around here. There's a Greek restaurant on South Street, Route 26, called Acropolis. That the food there is fantastic. It looks just like this side of a dive, but the food there is amazing. And it's a family affair. I love family restaurants. So definitely worth checking out, John, if you ever get up here. And vague booking, the stalker equals Shambana. Enough said, I think. Say no more. Understood, Sarah. I thought that would be it. And so at 1:05 in this show, we have caught up with your comments. And I know that a number of you have left us for Raging 2. I free you up now. All right. And we will just wind down the show now so you can get over there. They're still introducing the show. They've got about 5 minutes of intro, so you won't miss much. But anyway, thank you for being here. And for those who came in late, I will be gone Monday and Wednesday. But you will, oh my God, you lucky people. We're leveling up in our host power here. We have hosting the show this coming Monday and Wednesday, Nicholas Anthony Tockard in practice for the real thing a week later. And also ably assisted by Carl Witzman, my good, strong right arm. And they're going to be bringing you a lot of laughs, a lot of fun, help you get through your morning. So please give them the love. Give them more love than you give me. You give me so much. I want you to double it up for them. All right. So anyway, definitely check those shows out. We will be back. This will not affect Comic Book Spectrum on Thursday. I will be back. I've got a personal journey I've got to make. But nothing serious. Don't worry. I'll tell you about when I get back. But I will be on Comic Book Spectrum this coming Thursday. Check out last night's episode. It was great. And we'll be definitely back a week from today. And then we will do our July 4th show. We'll say our farewells, and then or actually our toodles, because we will meet again. Anyway, we've got that going, and we got some more comments here. In Chattanooga, Tennessee, the restaurant, the Acropolis, has baklava cheesecake. Oh my God. I think I'm having a visible reaction now, John B. Pica, johnpica.com, and back of the cerealbox.fun. My mouth is watering. I think I'm going to have lunch before I leave on errands. And I have to get back to work. You guys have a grand day. Nick, love you, brother. Good luck next week. We'll be in touch. You know we'll be in touch. And I love you oh so very much. I love you, Sarah. I really do. And I hope you have a fantastic day. We'll stay in touch, all right? And Grant Laker says, I'm depressed because I think this country is going to hell. I won't break the no politics rule, but it's hard to focus on comics. Let's take a moment. And I hope you're still here, Grant, at least for a minute. And later, Donna, love you, hon. And hugs to Grant. And later, all thanks for the few minutes of calm. Glad to help Joe. But Grant, thank you for saying goodbye to everybody. But I'm going to say this. There is a thing from David Tennant. He did a thing on a show where he told everyone, and I'll paraphrase it, everything is going to be all right. And you could trust David Tennant because he's a doctor. And sometimes it seems dark, Grant. But we've got this little community here, and we can insulate ourselves from the world for at least just a little bit. And I believe that you as a creator, and all of us as creators of one type or another, whether you create content for social media, or you draw, or you write, or you make music, or you just do something to make somebody else happy, if only for a moment. You know, I keep saying Harlan Ellison called it a holy chore. And the more I latch, good, Grant, I'm glad you're still here. Grant, the more we make art, the better we make it for others, and we make it for ourselves. And we also have our own businesses. That, I believe, is an insulation against the madness that's out there. And yes, our expenses are going up too. Yes, you read the news and you wonder if everyone has gone freaking mad, especially around the Potomac River. You read about people that say that teachers are turning children gay for some weird agenda, or that everyone ought to be carrying firearms, or that everyone ought to be, and I'm not joking when I say this. I have seen the videos where people are saying we need to have a police force that has no guns, but they have cameras, because when they see the camera, they'll stop shooting up schools, or they'll stop beating their wives. That's malarkey. We've got each other, and we will get through this. All this is temporary, okay? And maybe I need to put distress tolerance skills on my page to do this. Sarah, you know enough of them. I think we all could use them. That's a super idea, darling. But, Grant, it'll be all right. Just next time you get a chance, hug Angie as tight as you can, and send a virtual hug to somebody else, and tell them you love them. And you know why we're going to make it? Sarah has got the reason. We're going to make it, Grant, because you and I and everyone on this list has this. Right there. We're going to look out for each other. As David Tennant said, you keep an eye on the big guy, you keep an eye on the little guy, and you keep an eye out for the big guys. As I always say, I accept things because of the little people that made it possible, and because of the big people that made it necessary. We'll make this, Grant. I love you too, Grant. I really do. Love all the Nevermorians. Well, most. I'm sure there's one or two. We all have issues with each other, but we keep coming back because we got the love, man. You have a good day too. You and Angie, I love you both, and you are to have a great weekend, okay? I expect a progress report on Monday. And hello, beautiful Keisha Acuff. Mwah, darling, you missed my rant. Maybe it's just as well, but just remember, we've got each other, okay? Never lose sight of that fact. And there's got to be someone in this group that if you're having a bad day, you can reach out and they'll talk you out. They'll talk you out of it. And get in love. You're getting love, Sarah. I love you, honey. I really do. To the abyss and back forever and always. I really do. And if you're watching this on the rerun, I do love you too. All right. Sometimes it may be in that creepy way, but you're going to take what you get. But anyway, a somber end for this episode. But I do want you to remember, folks, don't stop doing what you're doing because you're making somebody else's life better. To quote J. Michael Straczynski, about any sort of creation, the Third Reich, powered by the most powerful military machine in human history, lies in the dustbin of history, yet the quiet words of Anne Frank live on. How much power is in those words? What you are doing will outlive you, and it will make someone's life better right now. Don't stop creating, whether it's words or sounds or images. Keep doing what you're doing because you don't know who you're talking off the ledge. Anyway, folks, we want to say a thank you to our Patreon subscribers. If you want to support these people with your monthly financial contributions, we encourage this. And also, we would accept your contributions as well. These people are helping keeping the rising tide moving forward and surging. And they get certain perks, each and every one of them. And the more you pledge every month, the more you get. So please go to www.patreon.com/Brian K. Morris and find out what I will gladly let you have in exchange for your financial support. It is greatly appreciated. And Rick Bradley said, this country has lost its way. I won't spam my feelings, but they are pretty down. Andrea had a miscarriage before we got our little Raziel and had to have a DNC procedure to remove the fetus. She was treated horribly by nurses until they found out it was a miscarriage. This scares me. It scares me too, because I know people that didn't go to a doctor to get it done. I know people who knew someone who knew someone and had to go someplace where you can't be sure that they washed anything in the room, including their hands, before or after. This is a dark day, but we will get through it. Everyone, take care, stay creative, and hug your loved ones. Rick, I'm hugging you right now and your whole family. Okay, sending it to you. I want to see this end the show. From Sarah. Feeling the love from Sarah. Love you, sweetheart. And anyway, folks, we have thanked our Patreon people. We want to thank our sponsors, Rising Tide Publications. Coming out soon, The Terrors. You will love it. It is a great new superhero book with a twist, because I'm writing it, so you know it's going to be twisted. So check it out, and we will have that out by the end of summer, I'm hoping. Also, we want to thank Plasma Fire Graphics for their ongoing support and their friendship. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you.
You've worked hard and written a great book. Now, it's time to give it a great cover. If you're an indie author or small press publisher, Plasma Fire Graphics is your source for affordable cover illustration and graphic design. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you.
Look at all those great endorsements. And if you want that kind of quality on your publication, contact Jeffrey Hayes. First of all, go to the Plasma Fire Graphics Facebook page and glom over some of the artwork that you see there. And then go to plasmafiregraphics.com and contact Jeffrey directly from there and find out about his independent creator-friendly pricing. You will get all of your graphics needs taken care of, one-stop shopping from the great Jeffrey Hayes and Plasma Fire Graphics. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you, because it definitely matters to your readers. And so thank you for being here. Don't forget, Monday, Wednesday, next week, Nicholas Anthony Tucker takes over the show for a couple days, and ably assisted by the great Carl Witzman. So bring your questions, bring your concerns, bring your love to those two guys, because they deserve it. And I will be back 1 week from today on a brand new live Never Mind the Furthermore as we close down this phase of the show. But we couldn't do it without you. And we will see you a week from today. I'll still be around, but I just won't be able to do the show. But we'll tell you what we're up to when we're done. Anyway, have a great weekend. Give someone a hug today. I think we're all going to need it. And as always, stay smart. Stay safe. Wash your hands. And never apologize for being awesome. We're going to need that awesomeness sooner than later. Have a great weekend, everyone. This is Brian K. Morris. Take care, everyone.
Thank you for watching Nevermind the Furthermore, a Rising Tide broadcast network production. If you enjoyed any part of this show, please give it a like or a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and consider becoming one of our Patreon supporters. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time on Nevermind the Furthermore.
Love you too, Kathy.